Hi, my name is Jessica. I would like to talk to you a little bit about website accessibility. I've written a paper. It's all about accessibility and the web. Now, the Rehabilitation Act of 1973 prohibits federal employers from discriminating on the basis of disability. When we hear in the industry about Section 508, it is an amendment to the Rehabilitation Act of 1973. It was updated in 1998 to include technical standards for digital information. So just as a curb or stairs are barriers to physical places for somebody in a wheelchair, there are also barriers to equal access to electronic information. Section 508 is about removing technological barriers to electronic information. Federal agencies are required by law to comply with the guidelines set out in 508. If you are let's say a nonprofit or a state-run website, you also are required by ADA, which goes into state and local, to comply with 508. If you're just a business builder, a blogger, or a YouTuber, you're not required by law technically to get your Section 508 in total compliance, but it's in the best interest of all of us if all the web developers are on board with accessibility, whether or not they are required to do so by law. The one guideline that I want to talk about today for Section 508 is that video presentations should display subtitles synchronized with the audio track. When I go to YouTube, I can auto-generate subtitles, and that's what I've done with this last video that I uploaded. I waited for about 20 minutes to half an hour, and then some auto closed caption subtitles came up for me, and I was able to open those up and click edit. For me, in YouTube, the edit button was down here at the bottom. Instead of publish edits, this said edit, so I clicked that, and then all of this was able to be edited. So I can change my time code by dragging. I can change my text by retyping. It comes out just a jumble of words that don't make sense when you depend on YouTube's auto transcription. So you really want to go in there and make sure it makes sense to the rest of us. This says want depending on the size. It's one way to do it. And I didn't say that. So this really doesn't pose until you see it highlighted, this PC version. That doesn't make sense. Please, I implore all you YouTubers making video tutorials to edit your YouTube closed captioning subtitles so they make sense to the rest of us. Section 508 isn't always just about people who have hearing disabilities or are fully deaf. Section 508 really helps all the rest of us access the information. Say you're at a library trying to listen to a tutorial and you forgot your earbuds, and they don't have speakers on library computers. So if you turn on the subtitles, and if they are just a jumble of gobbledygook, it's not going to help. If English is not your first language and you don't understand the accent of the person speaking on the video, you don't understand them with your ears. If you can also see the words come up on screen and they make sense and they are synchronized, that helps everybody. So I hope you found this helpful. Signing off.